Greetings YouTube, DJ Bonebreaker coming at you from my outpost of Anonymous and Nider on the planet of Eridani 3 for not just another Starfield ship build video, but a video to mark reaching 400 subscribers on YouTube. Once again, I want to thank you all for the support and such over the years. I really appreciate it. And thank you. With that said, though, let's get right into this. So, yeah, this outpost will be featured in a future outpost build video, but this is what we're here for today. This is my latest and greatest C-class monstrosity, the NCS Amaurot. This thing is pretty badass. It's also a fairly decent sized ship too. It's the maximum length you can make a ship in this game. As you can see, it barely fits on this large landing pad here. But despite it's being ginormous and having pretty powerful weapons and a crap ton of cargo space. This thing has like over 7,000 cargo. It still has full maneuverability. So yeah. Anyways, let's break this thing down, and I'll tell you where to get the parts and stuff. Most of them, thankfully, can be obtained right here with the shipbuilder at any outpost. So save you some trips. Anything that can't be got here can be picked up on Neon. But this ship started out as an Ecliptic Claymore 2 that I strategically transferred to an alternate location, if you know what I mean. But about the only thing that's original from the Claymore 2 is the Cabot C4 cockpit, well, bridge, actually is what they call it, and the Nova Galactic cowling up top, which you can't really see that well from this angle. The Docker and the grav drive. So anyways, let's go break this thing down here, statistical wise. So yes, this is the NCS Amaurot. So, alright, so anyways. So like I said, this part and these parts are pretty much all from the original Ecliptic Claymore. But you can buy them if you're building this from scratch at any outpost shipbuilder. Ditto for the Nova Galactic wings here, and these Stroud Eklund structural pieces right here. Ditto for all the parts of the engine pods. The EM weapons, these Fulminator 8000 suppressors, and the 4 PB300 alpha beams can also be obtained at the outpost shipbuilder, as can the 2 HE30 Atlas or H30 Atlas HE3 tanks, which provide 800 jump fuel, which is actually a significant upgrade over the fuel tanks I was using on the Hythlodeus and the Star Eagle. This shield generator here, this is the best shield generator in the entire game, with 1600 base shield health. And again, you can obtain it pretty much any shipbuilder, including the what do you call it? This shipbuilder right here, the Outpost one. Ditto for these what do you call them? These Stroud Cap A pieces here, cowling and engine mounts. Can get these at the shipbuilder as well. You just have to play around with them to get them to match up all nice. And same with all the AccuLander 11 landing gear, which this ship will have a total of, it'll have three port side ones, 3 starboard side ones, and 2 just plain like central ones underneath these parts here. As for the hab, these are the cargo bays that you'll be using. The Galleon S203 cargo holds. Which again you can get at the Outpost shipbuilder. They hold 1,200 cargo each. So this thing holds, base cargo is let's see, 12. Oh yeah, plus the 320. So it's 5120 base cargo, not counting any bonuses from having like cargo handling. The grav drive, this grav drive comes, the GV200 grav drive comes with the Ecliptic Claymore 2 ships, but you can also purchase it here at the shipyard, at an outpost. Ditto for these Demos Spine A and Spine E for the tail fins. And all the HAB modules can be purchased, and the stability per landing bay can also be purchased here at the Outpost shipbuilder as well. The HAB modules that I have installed on this thing here is the Stroud Infirmary 2x1, Stroud Workshop 2x1, and Stroud Computer Core 2x1, with a Stroud Storeroom 1x1 between the workshop and this control station. This gives me a total of 7 crew, which is the same as what the Hythlodaeus had. And there's only one ladderway in the ship, but it's with these two, this companionway and the storeroom. I can't figure out how to get rid of it, because even if I try to use like the 3x1 engineering bay or 3x1 all-in-one berth up here, as soon as I put the docker on, it'll put a ladder right through both of them. So I just decided to isolate the ladder to these like spare rooms. Plus, it's using these two 1x1 halves increases your whole HP by 10. So I decided to go with it. But for the upper floor, and I mostly use the stairs that are included in the Cabot C4 bridge for getting between the two. But for the upper part, have a Stroud all-one berth 2x1B, which includes a galley, as well as 2 beds that you can use, the companionway in between them, and then the captain's quarters. Again, if you wanted to, you could just replace this with another like all-in-one berth or living quarters to increase the number of beds or passenger capacity you have on the ship even further. But I decided to just have like, this is my captain's quarters and ready room, this is the crew berthing, and then down here you've got battle stations, and this area here is kind of like engineering / construction. This is the sick bay. But the sick bay has a research lab and pharmaceutical crafting station. This has every other crafting station, including another research lab. And like I said, this has a galley. So this ship is literally a mobile outpost for all intents and purposes, because you can craft anything. The only things that you need to go anywhere else to buy, aside from the Cabot C4 bridge, if you're not starting out with a ecliptic claymore, you have to go to the Nova Galactic, well, the shipbuilding technician in New Homestead on Titan. That's the only place where you can get this bridge, aside from, like I said, capturing ecliptic claymores. The other stuff, the Obliterator 250 megavolt alpha turrets, which you can only equip a maximum of 3 of, but they definitely slap. And the engines here can all be picked up at Neon, at the shipyard technician there. So yeah, these two engines here are 4 power each, but they have like a massive amount of maneuvering thrust and engine thrust. These Poseidon DT230 engines. Like I said, you can get them in a number of places, but the only place where you can get these, all the 3 of the parts, excepting this piece here, that is, that you can't get at the shipyard, your outpost shipyard, it can all be purchased at Neon. These engines here are not the best version of these engines. There's a SAL 6340, I think it is, or something like that. Or is it 6430? I can't remember, but the only way to unlock that, the only difference is it has slightly higher maneuvering thrust and slightly lower mass. And the only way you can get that is by completing the quest, all that money can buy. And you have to do it diplomatically. But regardless, these engines are obviously good enough because they have full mobility and maximum jump range. So yeah, so that's all the bits and pieces that go into this ship here. Actually, I'm just going to discard the changes. So yeah, that's all the parts that go into the NCS Amaurot. Now I'll give a quick interior tour and then take her on the old Crix run here to show just how badass this ship is. But as you can see, got a conveniently located side landing bay that goes directly into it without any ladders. But yeah, this is the control station, the 2x1 Stroud-Eklund control station, which, like I said, I use as basically like combat information center. And actually, I'm going to go give a tour of the lower half and then go to the upper half. This is the storeroom that goes up in the companionway, which goes up in the docking module up top. This is the workshop. Got our research lab, spacesuit workbench, industrial workbench, and weapons workbench over here. And then on the port side of the ship is the infirmary. We've got 2 medical beds, full service pharmaceutical lab, and another research lab for stuff, as well as various other like medical equipment. And then over on this side, yeah, somehow I managed to pick up some security people.
It's a rare thing to know
on the ship.
Now.
Apparently that's a known bug, but whatever. But this is the computer core, which, like I said, I'm used as kind of like part of the whole like engineering section, along with the workshop. So that's the Stroud computer core interior, what it looks like. And then heading up to the cabin bridge, this is where your cargo hold, captain's locker are. Got 2 additional seats for your crew that you can have up on the bridge for like your co-pilot stuff. I really love the cabin C4 bridge because you got amazingly good view out of it, especially during like space combat. And then immediately behind here is the 2x1 berthing, all-in-one berthing with the galley where you can cook food and stuff. Got some beds over here. And unlike the Nova Galactica ship modules, all the berthing actually has toilets. Companionway, which leads up to the docker. Yeah, this security detachment that I picked up, and I guess they're basically part of my crew now, sort of. But this is the captain's quarters.
Howdy.
Got my bed here. Little office space. This kind of like for ready room for briefing.
Hello.
My own bathroom. And little conference area. So I guess this would be like the captain's ready room. But yeah, that's the interior. It's I feel plenty spacious for a ship this size, and it has everything you need. So let's take this thing out for a spin.
For liftoff. And we're back where we belong.
Make sure all my power levels are optimally set for combat because we're about to go to Crix. You gotta admit, this thing looks pretty impressive flying around. I initially had a earlier version where I didn't have use a different docker with a more low profile and didn't have the Nova Galactic cowling, and it just looked too flat. So I decided to redo it, and this looks a lot better in my opinion. But anyways, time to head to Crix to just show you just how beefy this thing is. Yeah, and also to give you an idea, just the sheer range this thing has for the jump drive with the fuel. I can literally go the entire way across the map in a single jump. In fact, there are very few locations that I can't reach with a single jump plot. All right, let's hit it. Yeah, we're definitely going to be coming in hot. I have filmed the auto turrets. It will take out several enemy ships before I can even fully lock on.
Grab truck on a commission. Greg's getting hit you. Enemies -1 grab drive.
That's 2 down.
That was a great shot.
3. Shield still at 65%. So that's the entire Crimson Fleet dead in less than a minute. My shields didn't even drop below 50%. And now we pirate the pirates. But yeah, as you can see, this is definitely a very powerful in-game level ship right here. Yeah, when you boost, this thing has pretty good top speed for a C-class ship. But then again, I have like 1 point in propulsion system, so I have higher than normal top speed anyways. Plus I have Sam on board, which I think he also boosts your ship speed slightly as well. Yeah, so I think this ship is almost would be just about powerful enough that it could take on like at least two of the legendary battleships at the same time by itself and win, plus all their escorts. Because as you see, I just completely demolished the entire Crimson Fleet in like under a minute. Well, maybe a minute. I'll have to see about posting the time frame, like when I edit this video. Yep, but anyways, that's the NCS Hythlodaeus C-class. I classify the ship as a like light cruiser possibly, or a heavy destroyer. Generally good, like all-around ship with high mobility, decent speed, and lots of firepower. The only way I can think of to possibly increase the firepower is to replace the EM weapons with missile pods. And yeah, then you could just completely obliterate anything that's in your way. The only reason I have the EM is so I can keep capturing occasional pirate or ecliptic mercenary ships to either modify or sell. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and until next time, this is DJ Bonebreaker signing off.
We're in orbit, Captain.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for less. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
You see much. But our ship is created from a power beyond your understanding. Its semblance to your own vessels only aids us in masking our presence. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Unworthy? Oh no. So we're dealing with self-absorbed fools. Why didn't you say so?
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it. We are growing impatient. Cease your attempts to stall for time.
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot have the artifact.
could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. You really want to risk a straight fight with an enemy we know nothing about? We need to regroup. Bide our time.
We can wait no longer.
Out of here!
Prepare yourselves for oblivion.
Engine vaporized.
I don't know about you, but I've never heard of these Star. Speculation part of my brain is in overdrive. We need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Right. Back to the lodge first, then review the data second. And then we'll consider the ultimate mysteries of the universe right after that. No pressure.
Thank you.